Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the SMU Mustangs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Hokies head coach before the game. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. But he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Hokies headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll run it to the right side. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Quick release by the QB. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Escapes the pressure to his right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Looking for a crease. It's Overton. There he goes.
is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it, and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, he races some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Knocked off his feet.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for space. It's Hawkins.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Hokies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Just feeds the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. And it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Heath. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Hokies have this offense rolling. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The give to the lone running back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the red zone, it's Hawkins. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. That's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an important down and distance in this one early.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Lost to fire on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after him. Buried before he could blink.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half.
Number 17, set to kick it away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. On the move, it's Overton. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Hokies! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
set. And they'll take over first and 10.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. And they've found no answers so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Plows through the defense.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football game.
And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's got his man across the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
Number 17, set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes to the right. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, SMU. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Overton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Got his man to the left. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Second down coming up. Powers through the defender. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. They still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles.
Running inside, it's Hawkins. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 4 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Tigers on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might as well stick with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
At the 20-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
The Hokies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Go.
Run in the red zone. It's Hawkins. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Hokies! And the pummeling has started.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20.
Number 17, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Moving out to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31.
This is what's so hard as a defense, trying to stop this dual-threat quarterback, because on the previous play, he hurt you with his arm, and then on this one, he hurts you with his feet. They're going to have to do a better job of getting pressure on him, making him get rid of the football or go down with it, because his speed and his arm talent right now is a problem.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Third and 10. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He's got his man, makes the grab. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Mustangs!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab for the 2. two-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man. It's Reynolds. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Fires to the big fella. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the punishment has been extended.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
To the air, it's Jennings. He turns that loose down the right side. Got it down the field. There he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Pressure coming. Avoids the pressure and gets away. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Might have a chance. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hokies. And the route is on.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. If you can't jump out of your gap, you can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And I'm not surprised by the decision-making of this QB. Like, I would go there, too. Like, he's been the go-to guy, man. He's already got 2 touchdown passes on the day. So I'm going to take shots because I believe in my wide receiver. Sometimes it's not going to come home, and it didn't on that play. Tip your cap to the...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones, and you got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays in the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Bought a little time, lets it go. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One final quarter to play, and a W in the win column at stake as we open the 4th. The Mustangs will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football on that play.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. He puts them in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field.
95, 96 sprint. 95, 96 sprint. Ready, ready. 285, 285. 180, go.
On the ground, it's Overton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. On the move and looking. Trying to make magic with turning it on. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. Leaping grab for a big gain. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball.
Here's a little room there. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And this one's not going to work out either. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.